What do you need to do in order to plan the type of business that allows you to work from home? So stick around and let's jump into it. By the way, if you want the system that we're covering in this video as a free checklist, grab the link in the description. You can have a PDF of everything we talked about. Let's talk about how can I plan a small business from home? Because this is a common thing that a lot of people want. They want to be able to work from anywhere, do whatever they want all day, travel. I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana right now. So I've been working from home for over 4 years now, and I got the idea to do it when I was back in New York City. I had just finished working as the director of marketing at a 70-person mobile app development company. And I was doing marketing for some clients on the side in what was later to become my company X27. And I had my feet up on my laptop, tethering using an iPhone to connect to the internet and working while sitting at Lincoln Center in New York. And it was then that I realized, why am I even here in fabulous New York City when I could be anywhere? Then I booked a flight to Vegas, lived in Vegas for a month, and started doing a different city every month. So what was it about the work that I was doing that allowed me to work from home? Here is what I learned working from wherever I want. Number one, sell something that doesn't require meetings. If you have to talk to people on the phone, working from home becomes so much of a hassle. I used to sell at Inspire Beats, we used to sell leads, and I would have to hop on sales calls with a lot of people. And actually in the early days of X27, now at the Quadrant, I have my entire life structured where I'm doing no meetings. Anytime you have to talk to people, it severely limits your ability to work from anywhere. Sure, if you got a quiet house and you don't have any kids running around, or you have a stable living situation. I was trying to live out of Airbnbs full time. So most of the time I was gonna have to do meetings from coffee shops, things like that. So if I had to do a lot of meetings, it wasn't gonna work out. So cut meetings like they're poisonous. Stick to chat as much as possible, and people will understand. We have it to the point where when we're selling lead generation to somebody, we are not hopping on a call with them until they're paying for our time. And I have other people on the team that love doing meetings that take those calls. Our trained sales team does our consulting. I don't even do our consulting anymore. I just do these YouTube videos because that's what I like doing. This is where my time is best spent, and this is what I do. I had another comment recently. Someone was talking about how I'm living like the dream life. Well, anyone can live this. You just have to say no to everything that's not aligned with your dream life. If I chose, I could be on back-to-back calls. I've done that too. And I know that I don't like it. I like this better. This is way cooler. New Orleans is great. I can eat beignets, which is like some kind of fried thing with sugar all over it. I'm actually gonna get some right after I'm done with this video, and it's amazing. So that's number one, sell something that does not require meetings. Software as a service works really well. Services work if you can outsource both the sales and the fulfillment. If you want more info on that, go over to email10k.com. Our course covers exactly how to set a system like that up for yourself. Number two is measure your team members on work completed instead of hours worked. The way that most companies work is you'll go in, you'll clock in at like 9 a.m. and you'll work till 6. I never really succeeded in that work environment, especially like when I worked in corporate. I would come in at 6 to 7 a.m. whenever the office was open, whenever they would allow me in, and I would just get all my work done in like the first 2 hours, and then I would sit lazily from 9 to 6 just doing meetings as they came in. That's just how I work. I work best in very quick bursts, super early in the morning. And I know everybody has different work styles. Some people work best at night, at 11 p.m. And on different time zones, it's completely different. My co-founder is from Romania, so he's on Romanian time. My marketing director is in India, and he's on Indian time. I am right now in Mountain time, I think. Central, maybe? Eastern? I don't even know what time zone I'm on. I just go by whatever the phone says. And it shouldn't matter. I don't care whether Div works 30 minutes a day or 16 hours a day. All I care about is, are the tasks that we need him to do getting done? And are the results happening at the rate that we want? And if that's happening, then it doesn't matter. So that's number two. Measure your team members on results and not hours worked. Number three, keep your cost of living low. If you want to be able to work from home long-term, know that in this business of entrepreneurship, there are a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes you're gonna be making a crazy amount of cash, like so much cash you won't even know what to do with. And other times, especially early on, you're not gonna be making anything for very, very long periods of time. So if you don't save money, you will have to get another job and you'll end up working at a Starbucks or something. Luckily, I haven't yet, knock on this wall, have not had to go work at a Starbucks yet. The lower your cost of living is, the easier it will be to make a full-time living and the less stress you'll have. I mean, I lived for a long time off of $3,000 a month. If you're in another country, you can live off $500 a month. I know my co-founder in Romania lives off $500 a month, or he did for a very long time. So just keep your cost of living as low as you possibly can and you'll be good to go. And then number 4, the final one, work every weekday. And what that means is when you work from home, it is extremely easy to not do things, to not have to work, because you got no boss, you got no one even telling you. And if you work for a remote company that does things like we do, where you're not being measured on your hours worked, but you're measured on your work completed, it's even easier to not do any work. So what you need to do is not do that. Make sure you keep moving your business forward every day. You can skip a day or two here and there, like if you want to go out and do something. But I try to work, even on the easy days, I'll put in about an hour of work a day. And what that means, and I'll tell you exactly what that hour a day needs to be. It can't be bullshit or your business is going to fail. They need to be real tasks, and those include cold emails to try to get new clients or make some big deals, or calling old clients to ask for work. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, and you only have an hour a day to work, that full hour needs to be devoted to problem solving within the organization or making money. And that's that. So how can I plan a small business from home? 1, sell something that doesn't require meetings. Measure your team members on results, not hours worked. Keep your cost of living low and work every weekday. And that's that. Running a cold email campaign is one of the easiest ways, one of the most straightforward ways I've found to get new clients. We've used it to match with most of the Fortune 500 for our agency clients and a lot of billion-dollar brands we've been able to sell. We've generated millions of dollars of revenue just from cold email. The problem is if you've tried cold email, it's not as straightforward and as easy as it looks. But luckily, we have put together the cold email optimization checklist, and you can have it for free. What this is the internal tool we use to optimize our cold email campaigns. This checklist will teach you or your team when to rewrite the subject line, when to rewrite the body of the email, what to put in the body of the email, how to check the email to make sure there's no errors before the send goes out. All of that in a very straightforward checklist, and you can have it for free. To get it, go over to experiment27.com/checklist, and you can have that download. Again, the URL is experiment27.com/checklist. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Alex Berman. Like this video to encourage this type of content. Subscribe for stuff like this. We do videos 3 times a week, and check the description down below. We've got a download for you. Thanks for watching.